All right, we are going to try this again. Thank you guys for your patience here. All right. So, picking up where I left off, sorry about that. Not fun to have technical glitches, but what are you going to do? I don't know what else. So, this is Channel RVA. If you're in the Richmond market, please subscribe to this. We are running a little challenge here for the community. We're going to raise $5,000 for Browns Island, and we are encouraging folks to follow us, to subscribe to our newsletter in order to help us reach our goal. $1 for every subscriber will be donated to Venture Richmond, who is running that renovation project. And this is also a place, even if you're not in the Richmond market, if you're curious about what new media looks like, have a look. Subscribe to our newsletter. See how we're changing the face of media in 2026. So let's go into our day. So I'm just going to pull up Richmond Water because I was telling you a little bit ago about a Okay, so anyway, let me just refresh this here because I feel like we should have a newer version of this. So let me just go into. So just to give you a little bit of a background on the way that this works, we have two different websites for Richmond Water. We have one that is a reservation site that's for our franchise network, and it just happens to be kind of themed for Richmond Water because it's the only group in our franchise so far. And then I just wanted to make sure that my latest build is up there because I'm seeing a difference. Probably just having a caching issue on Richmond Water. In any event, yeah, here we go. This is the latest version. I just need to refresh the page. So the way that this works, and I'll refresh just one more time, and I'm going to log out of my login screen after logging out. That's okay. So anyway, the way that this works is this is something I've seen on other websites where it is just bringing people into the reels that a brand has published online. And so we have a number of videos. This one has probably been seen by 7,500,000 people, something like that. And so we wanted to bring our videos into our website to really give people exposure to the brand. And so you can skip through the videos and see what they look like. You can
roll up on time,
listen to
grab our gear, and unload the refill station
see
from the truck.
countdown time frame. There's a promotion or some
Head over to
CTA
the designated area
get to
and mount it onto the base.
and basically
then we hook
Here's how you use the Richmond Water refill station. Take
Instagram, you can minimize, and that continues to play down there. So this is really just driving engagement and also driving conversions. We're giving people visibility to a promotion that we're running. It's not really visible elsewhere on the site. And I think that we could probably think about incorporating that up here, but what I'm intentionally doing is keeping it simple. So just to show you what the back end of this looks like, I'll go back into hydration media and I will dashboard. We have in here our reels widget, and we can come in and was wrapping, so I wanted to get that a bit. A little bit shorter there. So in any event, what I'm going to do today is, so we have the embed code here. We have the analytics, so we can see how the videos are doing, engagement rate is on these. And right now, I'm going to actually make some improvements to this. So let's talk to Love. I noticed that we have some really basic analytics in here, but we're not looking at engagement rates or click rates. I guess we do see CTA clicks, but there could be a lot more rich data other than just a table and a bar chart. So I think what we want to do is get more insights and less numbers and less charts, but closer to action. How do we improve performance? And I'll switch that over to a plan and send that up to the cloud. And I have to think a little bit about how I want to handle this, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing something similar for other brands, other websites that I run. So. But that's one thing that we're going to work on today. I don't want to get pigeonholed here into just this one aspect of what we're working on. You'll see a little bit about how I build and how I kind of take things from one place and bring them into another. But I also want to work on some new stuff today. And so I want to think, before I get going too deep into this, let's go into Claude. And I'm thinking, sorry guys, I just have to spend a little bit of time vibe coding. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to do a new chat. And we'll do this. We have already built onscreengames.com, and it seems logical that we would begin to build out a suite of products on on-screen games that we can make available to the public. We have just built the tool that helps with Reels, bringing video content into a website, vertical video content, and allowing for follows to social media, and inserting calls to action into the video content, minimizing continuous play. So yeah, is anyone else pissed that Fable 5 is gone? Oh man, I found out that I didn't do enough. Um, I didn't do enough with it. I saw a post on Instagram today that somebody sent me. I think it was Phil Dimitru. Thank you, Phil. Of all the things that got built with Fable 5 while it was available. I built a couple of great presentations this week, and that was great for my business. So it was worthwhile, but it wasn't nearly as cool as some of the stuff that I saw. In any event, we're still going to build something today, and I'm talking to my phone, so we're going to have to cut some of this out of here. Any event, what I want to do is start by researching engagement mechanisms on e-commerce websites and service websites. We can cover the gambit from lead magnet downloads to calculators to assessment tools to quizzes to games to the thing that we're working on today. But I will let you help me think through this. So yeah, I actually didn't use opus that much. Um, but for the sake of having fun with this, I'll just do it today. And let's see. All right. All right. So, thinking through engagement mechanisms and game ideas that aren't totally made up, but maybe things that we know are proven. Let's see. All right. So this one's uh, my screen keeps freezing, so I'm going to refresh. Hmm. All right. Well, there we go. We're gonna have to do that a few times in this session, so bear with me. I may just have too many windows open. So. So let's talk through this. I think what I want to do is what I want to do is make it so that we create some games that can be downloaded and maybe free. Maybe not downloaded. Maybe we'll have some freemium apps that people can embed on their website that have our branding on it. And they can pay to unlock the full suite of service. But the value prop is going to be that they don't have to wait for us to build something for them. We can have some out-of-the-box tools that they can use. They can select some themes, maybe customize the colors inside the interface, and grab their embed code and see all their data. And we can think of some premium features that they can unlock, like additional data insights or the ability to export their data or maybe CTAs can be locked for free users. I'm not sure. We can think of some different things, but that's kind of the angle I want to go here. And I think on-screen games can still be the place where quizzes and calculators exist, because we can gamify those things and make them fun. All right. So I'm thinking out loud today. It's a little bit of a different build, but you can see where I'm going with it. We'll approve that plan. A little bit about what it is that we're cooking. And let's see. I'm going to start another build. Before I do, I'm going to grab some information. I'm going to be leveraging the internship features of this application in another application that we're going to build for AI Ready RVA that is going to serve as an internship platform for small businesses. Obviously, it's going to be a multi-entity environment where they can manage things on their own and where it's going to be secure and whatnot. And we'll also probably turn it into a directory of available internships. But what I want to do today is have you produce an MD file that we can leverage as a foundation for our conversation with Claude. Outline the functionality in the code, and keep in mind that what we've built here is a much more robust HR service, and I want to focus primarily on the internship programs. Still need all the HR management functionality for those interns, but I want to get a jump start on the other build. All right. I'll let this make a. We'll let it build. It's going to just create an MD file that I can download. I have to update my my website. I don't know. I definitely don't have Exponent 21 Orbit in there. All right. What did I say? Engagement metrics, e-commerce site. All right. Let's talk about that one. All right. I want to create an e-commerce engine inside of Channel RVA that leverages Shopify. And I want to leverage Printful for the drop shipping capability. Help me come up with a work plan to create a high-performing, lovable Shopify apparel store. I've designed this T-shirt when I was flying out to Phoenix just for fun, and I thought might as well make it for sale. So that's what I'm going to work on next. All right, so I need to get another Claude window open here. So I'm building 3 things at once today. This is fun. Vibe coding. I already have a Printful account, and so that's there. Okay. Okay, one more. So the motivation here is that small businesses don't have the resources to effectively roll out internship programs in a structured way with the resources that they need. We want to create a website that is open to the community, that is free to use for small businesses, and it allows them to manage their internship program from one place and even promote their internship openings in a directory. we can do a lot of different things like provide analytics and statistics and data on interest for the different roles, and we can identify sort of what skills employers are looking for in their interns, and kind of what emerging skills are necessary for the job market. It could be a very rich source of information for us, but also a really great resource for businesses. And I was speaking to somebody yesterday that indicated that of all the internships that were applied for through her program, only 3% of the applicants were placed. So there's obviously a shortage of internships. So this could really open up a large pool of internships for the Greater Richmond community. I want to come up with a work plan based on what we've already established for Exponent 21, as we were in the category of being a business that didn't have the structure for an internship program, and that being a barrier to actually opening one up and making it available and marketing it effectively and filling it effectively. So we want to bridge that gap, and I think this website can also be a resource for employers, because we know that there are some internship funding. There's funding for internships. There's funding for internships from the state and some other grant programs that we want people to be aware of, and the articles that we publish there can be useful for that. Resources, tools, content. Okay, so we have that working. Okay, I want to go into the lovable for Channel RVA, and they are not attached to the image in any way. Their text size is the same size as the body, and it's a little confusing looking. So yeah, let's see. What am I building? If you guys are joining me for the very first time, this is Live Vibe Coding with Will Melton, and I'm Will Melton. So we published this through Channel RVA, and you can see that we're live right now on that platform. So this platform serves as a lot of functions for the Richmond market. It's news, it's podcasts, it's videos, it's events, it is original content, it's games. This is a little bit of a brainchild of mine that I've been working on this year, and I've been working on this for a couple of years, but really this year's the first time I've actually had the opportunity to get it in place in a meaningful way. And so all the things in this are all about engagement and bringing content to the surface so people can enjoy and consume and subscribe and all those things. So if you're hanging out with me today, please subscribe to channelrva.com. You're going to find out that we're donating some money to our friends over at Browns Island so that they can renovate that project. So you can share that story on your socials if you want to support it. Definitely give some money to them if you are feeling generous. But we are working on building a, I'm going to paste this into Lovable, and I'm just going to say, let's add this to the product roadmap with details relevant to the build that we already have, and make this a high priority. So if you've joined me for the first time and you haven't seen me build before, I kind of have this combination of strategy that I do. I'm building original work plans based on my motivations with Claude, and I'm just using Sonnet. I mean, I could go and use a bigger model, but I don't really need to, because the bigger transformation is going to happen with the Lovable agent. So over here, what I'm doing is I'm prompting this agent to add things to my product roadmap. My product roadmap is where I track all of the work that I've done on this project, with the exception of refinements. Sometimes I'll do those just off the cuff, but the product roadmap is here, and you can see that, let's see how many items are in here. 348 items that we've moved through on this build. So this is a massive build, and it's actually running pretty darn well. It's got a couple of glitches. We rely on AI to do a few things for us, and I'm having to constantly refine the tooling there and just getting better prompts to be able to get better search queries for image attachments to articles and things like that. But that is sidebar conversation. But anyway, studio.wellmelton.com is where you can see all the apps that I've built. I've got to add some things in here that I haven't put in yet. I'm a little behind. Maybe I'll do that a little bit later today, but I won't bog down our conversation with that. Building engagement tools. Let's see. This is a lot. This whole thing is a lot to bite off, so I'm having to figure out what I want to do. I don't really believe that SaaS has a huge future, but I do think that if we make these tools inexpensive enough and valuable enough, people won't want to replace them. And I think what we'll do is make the different tools interchangeable. We don't want to overwhelm people on these websites, but let me just tell this. Let's go ahead and make the full work plan so that I can provide that to Lovable and begin building. Oh, this is cool. We haven't seen this yet. Okay, yeah, this is great. This is really great. Clicking view on the videos by opportunity results in a 404. I think that we need to include the CTA in the preview here so that we know what it is and we can compare them to one another. So you can begin to see how I'm thinking about all of this, right? We're thinking about, okay, we've got one where we're seeing a stronger click-through rate on the CTA. I want to know what that is. What is the CTA for that? And can we leverage the higher performing CTAs to be able to drive rewritten CTAs? And so I don't know what this button's going to do, but I'm going to wait and find out until I can see what they are and I can make a better determination about whether I want to rewrite it or not. We just launched this today, so it is very early in the data arena for this, but it is very much a interesting engagement mechanism. All right, closing out of that, taking a look over here. Okay, I want to check on this. All right, get that one little thing fixed. I'm going to see what else we have in here. I don't think I have anything else, but let's see. Planned. Nothing in progress. No changes needed. No info needed. We don't have that working yet. We don't need it. So, okay. So that is Channel RVA's e-commerce build that we're going to work on today and tomorrow. That's going to take us a little bit of time. Here is our Channel RVA e-commerce. Oh yes, so we already pasted that. I'm going to close this and take a look at the internship platform. And then we'll get a new build started here. So just paste in this. And what I do, again, just so you can know my process, is I don't just paste the work plan, I actually paste the prompt as well. So and let's go. Handshake. I wanted to see what handshake is. Okay, so this is a hiring platform. All right, cool. That's what I was looking for. I didn't want to recreate something that already exists. I guess we'll buy this bad boy. Why not? All right. And so, I don't know why my domain purchase there didn't work, but that's okay. I swear, they change this website all the time. It's maddening.
You're tuned into Channel RVA, the media hub for independent creators. Subscribe at channelrva.com.
All right, so that's done. We'll get that fixed up later. All right, so getting that build started. This one has two real voice video pre-rolls. There are no video ads for Pure Fitness or the Valentine, and the Tiny Hands ad I want to disable. So I guess we just haven't populated all the ads that we want to have in there. I just accidentally deleted a campaign because there was no warning for deletion action. We need to add that in there. Too much risk of losing data. If there's any way to bring back the campaign that I deleted, let's do it, please. All right, so over here we have on-screen games already has a design foundation that we need to use. And I'm not looking for a shell prompt. I'm looking for a build plan for Lovable. It seems like you did that before, but it is what you gave me this time is even less information. Complete build plan for Lovable. All right. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Good to see you yesterday, sir. So if you're in the Richmond region and you are missing out on some of the AI news here in the region, we had the opportunity to hang out with Mark Warner yesterday and learn more about his policy vision for AI and everything related. And so we have a great story up on channelrva.com that talks about that event. Some real revelations there, I think, worth paying attention to. But that's where I saw Michael at. So here we go. What are we doing? Phase, which of these phase defaults going to change? Is there data in the database around the campaign performance that might yield the information you need? The campaign information was Discover AIO. All right, so let's see. That one is great. Find free water. Cool. All right, I'm going to push that live. I like that analytics view. The thing that you'll hear me talk a lot about in all of these builds, I haven't talked about all the different facets of everything that we do and all the things that matter. And it's impossible to do it. There's so much that goes into these things, whether it's how do you get these sites to show up in AI, to how do you effectively understand whether or not what you're doing is working, and how do you leverage those insights to be able to make changes that are meaningful. And so there's a lot of gamification that goes into all of this. And I am working to bring that stuff to the surface through these sessions, but also in the way of, I'll close out of this. I think this is good. I don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. I think that work plan's already been served up to my agent. I think we gave that already over here. Yeah, and close that. Now we've got to go and move into the on-screen games site. All right, so we're going to paste this. This is a work plan to begin to build out a suite of products inside of on-screen games that takes us from being a builder of these tools to being a seller of off-the-shelf tools. We really want to not make it too complicated where each game has its own little um, each little game has its, I gotta refresh this again. All the different things that are inside are things that can be seen by the users. It's not pay for one tool, pay for another tool. It's choose the right tool for your business and leverage the analytics to be able to continue to drive improvements and refinements on your conversion rates. This is something that all of my clients need. So please add this to the product roadmap. All right. I need to get my roadmap in here. This site was supposed to be just a marketing site. And so now we're adding some stuff in here that is a little bit more advanced. Never opposed to adding more advanced features. All right, so yeah, this thing is going to have to get way more advanced. My computer hasn't been searching well lately, so we'll have to get this logo downloaded from my website. All right. Anyway, all right, so I'm kind of bouncing around here trying to get this where I need to be. This is, okay, here we go. This is weird. The roadmap looks like an app inside of an app instead of its own tab inside of on-screen games. I don't quite understand why that would be built like that. It should just be native to our app, not an iframe. It looks like an iframe. Why would you iframe this in instead of actually wiring the code? All right, I'm gonna have to. My video encoder's overloaded. So I'm gonna probably wrap up here soon, but looks like All right, I am running into a problem here. Sorry, building 3 apps at once is always fun. All right, that's fun. All right. Channel RVA. Got this guy going. We've got on-screen games is doing a weird thing. This is good. This is cooking. This is kind of bouncing around over here. I'm going to go back into the roadmap and see what we were working on here, the e-commerce store. So I'm going to actually get my sprint opened up and assemble the sprint, see what comes into this. Might knock a couple of things out. Auto assemble sprint is still putting blocked items into it, and that is prohibited. The only items that should allowed are planned and in progress. Lovable. Your microphone. It needs to work when I hit the button. When I hit the auto assemble sprint button, it should never add blocked items. Those items are blocked for a reason. All right, well, I am, my screen capture is just not working today, so I'm gonna wrap up this session and restart my computer and see if I can't get this thing unlocked. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me today, and I do this every weekend, so you can find me on Saturdays at 1 o'clock, Sundays at 10 o'clock. So we'll be back again tomorrow morning, and you'll see me finish all this stuff up without all these problems emerging from my technology. And we'll be in better shape. Thank you for your patience today, and I will see you guys tomorrow.